Lastly, now let us look at the last relationship, which is the many to many relationship. Now the many to many relationship, the example we are going for our application, what we are going to be using, just stop the server. What we are going to be using is the course. We're going to be using the course model. Of course, it's a school, coaching school, and we have students, we have mentors, we have bank details for the mentors so that we can pay the mentors. And now let us create another model to learn our many to many relationship by creating course. Course is just many to many between students and the course. A student can offer to do several courses, and one course can be offered by several students. You can see that the relationship between the student and the course is many to many. It's many to many. So I will then go ahead to say course, class course, models, and then go ahead to say the name of the course. Because the name of the course will definitely be character feed, and now we have the max length. I will have the max length to be, of course, let me just give it 250 because of some long courses. So I'll then give the course a description. Let's just give it a description so that we learn another type of feed, which is the text feed. This text feed will take some long sentences, so unlike the character feed. So this is a text feed to take a several number of words. Now we have created the course model. It is now time for us to link the course together with the students. I told you you can, just like the one to one, you can do the linking either inside students, which is what you want to link to the course, or you can do it in here in the course, whichever one work. But you should not do it in two places. You should not do it in the two places. It's either you do it inside the course or you do it inside the students. And now the question you should now ask yourself is it the student that is doing the course or the course doing the student? So definitely you know that it's the student doing the course. So I can add the relationship here. But you can see that I have several feeds here. Okay, let me just still define it here. It's fine since it is the student doing the course. So I will then say course, or let me say courses, because we expect the student to do more than one course. So courses is equals to models dot many to many. Don't forget you can only do it in one place to link your model together using the many to many relationship. And I've explained the many to many relationship then of it to you. Now, which model am I linking to? Linking to the course model. Linking to the course model, and with that, do I have the course model? Yes. Okay, it is not defined, so I need to, don't forget that Python is actually a script language, so it takes it line by line, so you can't use it before you define it. So you have to define it first. So I'll bring the course up here because I want to use it. So you can see that the error is gone. So I need to bring the course up here. You can't use it until you define it. So that is what I'm doing here. So that's why I'm bringing the course up here so that I can be able to link it with this in here. So if I save now, I will then go ahead to start. Of course, I've made changes to my model. The next thing you should do is to what? Get it correctly. You should to run your migration. Is to run your migration. Make the migrations. Now, after making your migration, you should now run. Now, take note of the fact that, like I've said earlier, that you should, this particular many to many relationship does not have until it, because when you have a student doing several courses and you delete a particular course, it does not mean you should now come and delete the student, because automatically Django will create another table, which is the mapping table, which I've talked about earlier on, that to link the relationship together. So if you delete a particular student or delete a particular course, it will rather not delete the student itself or delete the course itself, depending on what you delete. It will go and delete the relationship that exists in the mapping table. So you don't need to do the delete inside the many-to-many many-to-many relationship. It will automatically delete the mapping table. So it will not delete the record itself. It will just delete where they are linked together in the mapping table. So now that we have done that many-to-many feed or relationship, you don't need this on delete. That's what I've been repeating several times. So now that we have done that, we have run our migration. Now let us go ahead to migrate, make migrations, then you migrate. Now that you have migrated, you can then start your server to manage.py, run server, come in here to my admin interface. You can see that I don't have my course yet, so I will then come in here to register it to as part of the admin interface course. Go ahead to register it. Go ahead to register the course. So I'll save it, then come in here and refresh. Now I can see that I have the courses. If I click here, I don't have any course at the moment, so I will add some courses. You can go ahead to use my fake filler because this one looks too small. Let me just add more. Now save. Now I have a course. Of course, you know how to do this now. So just come in here and add a description to it. I'll just copy one of these and I'll choose the course name. So and I'll use the name of the course for it. So I'll save, come back in here, and I can see that the name is more descriptive now. Of course, this is a dummy data. That is why you can see that the name does not reflect any course. So let me just change this to AI and ML. Save this, add another one. Sorry, add the course, and I choose the automatic. Like I also change this to maybe blockchain. I save this again. Now that I have my courses, so let me just edit this and possibly change it to software development. I go ahead to save it. Now I can then attach each course to a student. Now if I come to the student, I click on this particular student. I can see now that I can select several courses by holding the control key. I can select all the 3 courses, I can select just 2 courses, I can select just one, as much as possible. So if I save it now, if I come and click on the student, you can see that I have the courses here selected as 2. So if I come back to the course, I click on it, because I have connected the course to the student, not the student to the course, which is actually the right thing to do. Now let's now see. Of course, let me just attach all these students, all this course. Like, okay, this student is a very good student and is doing all our courses, and I save. Now let's say I come into my courses and I delete one of the courses. So let's say I delete this. Yes, so it will definitely not train it. It will not affect the student because it's a many to many relationship. But the student will just say that the course is not available, but it does not. Even if I delete all the courses, it will definitely not affect the student. So I can decide to add more courses, and here we go. So that is data relationship in Django, the one to one, the one to many, and the many to many.